Welcome back. This is Hope at Dawn right here at Hope TV, where you look and you live. That was the musical break. 23 minutes to the top of the hour. That is 8 in the AM. Karibu sana. My name is Joe Gishuru.
And my name is Beatrice Nudi. And now it's time for us to have a look at the newspapers. Also thanking you for tuning in this wonderful morning. Our lovely mom always supporting us from Nanyuki, saying tuned in and getting blessed. Thank you so much. And
Asante.
and
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, it's still safe to wish people a Happy New Year. Hii January yote.
Nasikia inaenda mpaka almost Easter.
Really?
Kwanza watu wa Murima.
Inakuanga extended.
Hadi Easter.
Wow.
New Year.
Ka ujaona mtu hii mwaka hata kama ni August. Still say New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Amazing. But anyway, we're gonna get into the Daily Nation, the Standard, and the Business Daily, just looking at the highlights. And I'll be starting us off with the Daily Nation. This morning, I'm seeing senior KANU official says the party is still in the broad-based government, and this is with regards to what they have titled Betrayal, Ruto Moi Deal falters. So what the pact entailed is, number one, state jobs. We had 3 billion shillings debts, and also the Baringo race. So just looking at more details on this, I'm seeing a studious silence from State House, an absence of appointments, and a growing unease within KANU have reignited questions over whether a political pact between President William Ruto and KANU chairman Gideon Moi, entered just days to the Baringo Senate contest, ever truly took off, or if it has already unraveled. So a story that has been covered extensively on pages 4 and also 5. And moving on, I'm seeing intern tutors planned job strike to hit junior schools. Quite unfortunate. I'm seeing learning in public junior schools across the country is set to face severe disruption starting next week after about 20,000 intern teachers announced weekly demonstrations to demand permanent jobs. A story that has been covered on page 10. And I think this is just to prepare our parents and even to pray ahead of that, so that God will really help to intervene in this situation. And we also pray that whatever demands that they have, these intern tutors who have been there for quite some time, that indeed they will be given those permanent jobs. Moving on, I see costly rampage, parents to pay for strike damages in schools, rules court. So parents of Litein Boys High School have been ordered to pay 69 million shillings to cover damages caused by students during a strike last year. Hapa ndio mzazi anakutandika
na machungu.
Ulikuwa unafuata nini ukistrike? But this is interesting. 69 million shillings. This weight going back to the parents. I mean, that story is one that needs attention. A story covered on page 10. You can have a look at it in more details. And for me, I'm asking myself, so what happens when the parents don't cooperate? You know,
your child will not go back to school.
Now that is the extreme.
And the unfortunate thing is that you already have paid the school fees and you have cleared and all.
Exactly.
But then again, you are told your son, your daughter will not be getting back to class because of damages.
Where this is serious, because now it's a wake-up call, because I mean, gone are the days we strike, surely. I don't know why this is still ongoing now. I mean, it only causes more harm than good at the end of the day.
Lots of losses as
well. And now the weight is going back to the parents. I think we really need to do something about that, so that our boys and our girls stop striking, because now you see the weight is going back to the parents. But anyway, looking at more stories, I'm seeing IDA and trustees step in to avert ODM implosion, covered on page 8, and also how the legendary Amboseli elephant Craig got his name. So that is what is being reported on the Daily Nation. And the sports news here, I'm seeing no Odhiambo, no problem, as Gor Mahia slay Sharks to go top of league standings. This is what has been covered. And I see on the Healthy Nation today why you should think twice before adding Himalayan salt salt and cayenne pepper to your diet. This is interesting. I love cayenne pepper, so I probably will need to look at that story to ensure that I'm safe. But anyway, that's it for the Daily Nation.
All right, let's look at the Standard newspaper, and the headline they are going with is one that involves the election systems. Rigged system fears, that is the headline. Smartmatic storm. Kenya's disputed 2017 and 2022 polls are back under scrutiny after a US court filing thrust Smartmatic, the supplier of Kim's gadgets, into fresh controversy. A former Venezuelan intelligence chief claims the company's system was designed to alter outcomes, amplifying local fears already stoked in 2022 by the Jose Camargo episode, when Raila Odinga's team cited results form showing his name as an overlay as evidence of interference. The opposition is now demanding full disclosure from the IEBC ahead of 2027, warning Kenya risks a repeat of the Vifaranga via computer claims, where results were blamed on back-end systems rather than voters. And you can read that story. It's covered on the front page of the Standard newspaper. And then I see Kenya ranks 3rd in Africa for English proficiency.
Oh, really?
Yes, stands at 19th globally. Kisungu mnanyorosha.
Wow.
Yeah, Wakenya mtaki mchezo.
That's even kids nowadays. Hawajui Kiswahili.
Hawajui Kiswahili.
Wah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is an interesting story that you can read also covered inside the Standard newspaper. The Nairobi County employees have been asked to submit their academic documents for fresh verification in a bid to push out staff with fake papers. That's another interesting story that you can read there. And then I see here other stories. Police in North Imenti recover 80 phones, laptops and devices linked to phone theft. That's a story that also you can read. And Migori Senator Eddie Okech has withdrawn a motion seeking the de-whipping and expulsion of ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna. Then that's a story that also is covered inside there. Sports pages, top 10 polo youngsters to watch in 2026. Then also Beatrice Chebet announces pregnancy, targets 2027 return after maternity. And so she takes a break after a fantastic outing this year and last year, last year, 2025. Ongoing Africa Cup of Nations, that is the AFCON. We are now into Mbivu na Mbichi because the boys have gone home and the men have remained. The big guns have remained. And last night, Ivory Coast beat Burkina Faso by 3-0. Algeria saw off DR Congo by 1-0 in the dying minutes of that match. And that means then that the quarterfinal lineup is now complete. And so in the quarterfinals, they will be played on Friday and on Saturday. The first quarterfinal will be between Mali and Senegal on Friday at 7 p.m. The second one will be at 10 p.m. The Indomitable Lions of Cameroon will be taking on the Atlas Lions of Morocco, who are also the hosts. Those are the two quarterfinals to be played on Friday. On Saturday, Algeria, the Desert Foxes, will be taking on the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the first quarterfinal at 7 p.m. And then at 10 p.m., record champions, the Pharaohs of Egypt, will be taking on the Elephants of Ivory Coast. That is in as far as the Africa Cup of Nations is concerned, and happening in Morocco. And now we are into the quarterfinal stage.
All right. And what about the Business Daily? Anything
that we can report. You know, Business Daily, the good thing is that they deal with business matters.
Yes.
And so it's especially for those who are into business, taxes and all. This is the newspaper for you. So quickly, fresh chance for US farm in Mombasa Expressway deal. The government first halted the project in 2019 on debt fears. Proposal back to feasibility study, raising revival hopes. And then companies in fastest hiring pace since 2019 as demand holds. So Kenyan firms ended 2025 with the strongest hiring performance in more than 6 years as sustained demand pushed companies to expand employment at a pace last seen before the COVID-19 pandemic. And I believe that is good news. Yeah. Then exporters eye Trump tariff relief with AGOA renewal prospects. Equity Co-op Bank owes state 457 million on failed schemes. Construction, mining lift economy in the third quarter of 2025. And then the article by Nderito Murithi, KRA board chair, inclusive growth is the holy grail, but even with it, all economies have significant pockets of inequality. And as we bring it home, that story that you have covered of damages in schools.
Yes.
I see Mr. Whiteman, or is it Whitfield, saying, aren't we the ones to blame as adults? We have shown the next generation that that for you to be listened to, you have to strike, and the more drama and violence caused, the louder the message being sent. Which is look at the maandamanos that
legit,
especially political maandamanos.
Yeah.
So maybe wameona if tukiandamana people are being called and solutions are being found. So in school, maybe
that's what we need.
That's
to do
the language.
Well.
Yeah, but I think we need to embrace diplomacy and open the right communication channels, not just for PR purposes, but effective communication. Even the young people can be able to speak out,
voice out,
even in school, without the fear of intimidation, of harassment. And they know that once we share, they will be considered.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Wow. It's interesting. I don't know what generation Alpha and Beta will do if this is our Gen Z. Actually, most of those in high school, they could be on the alpha side more. So we see where we are headed with the betas. I don't know. When you are mezaliwa hii mwaka. You know, like my little boy.
Put on toes.
Yes, I'm telling you. But we pray for sobriety in that, and that, you know, moving forward, we will do better with the communication channels. Very much important. So at this juncture, I think we can have a look at the video of the day. We'll come back and talk about it.